All right, now we're going to pivot a little bit more towards the future and maybe the next year, and we could go beyond that if you so desire. But let's start off with what people are really spending a lot of time on right now, and certainly in 2025, we're going to see much more of this, and that's the role of agentic AI. So the agents, for people that really have not gotten involved in that yet, it's allowing certain agents that may have access to data through APIs, so calls of information, to pull back and then run with that in any direction that you've asked it to do. So a quick example would be if you wanted to take a vacation to or holiday to London from the United States, you'd be able to say, "Hey, agent, I'd like to go from this date to that date. Please book this for me. Keep it within, $2,000, something very cheap, round trip and 2 nights stay, whatever the case is." And it automatically does all of that for you. It books it, it sets it up for you, it enters all your information, that sort of thing. You could take that and expand upon that in many different directions. But are you starting to see this conversation come up more with your customers and your clients?
So not at the extent of the full-blown package that you've described, but we definitely see customer service. Much more of that is there. So answering automatically, but it's not just automated. It is really smart answering of questions of customers. And we're seeing that when you deploy these technologies that can gather the data, give you the answers, et cetera, you're seeing, and we had one telco that applied that in their customer service center. The handling time went down by 10%, the customer satisfaction went up by 20%.
That's
And so you're
amazing.
seeing how deploying that in the customer service lifecycle is making a material difference. We're seeing that in software development. You're asking coders and developers to develop something, and they know where and how to use those agents to do some of the repetitive tasks or write a module or use code that already exists, find it and use it. And again, you're seeing productivity just skyrocket with the time being cut by half. And think about what that means, right? These are very expensive resources. If you can double their productivity, that would be phenomenal. So while we don't have the full dream yet, where I, as a consumer, sit in front of my computer and just tell it to book my vacation end to end in my budget, in the perfect place for the perfect celebration, we are seeing a lot of that in action, and we're seeing customer satisfaction go up, handling time go down, and therefore productivity go up, and more companies willing to play with that. So I do think that it's going to grow in its existence, and it's going to develop. And marketing, if you look at marketing, it drives personalization to the edge.
Certainly
I don't
does.
need to think about, as I said earlier, a segment. I know you from your usage patterns. I don't even need to know who you are.